Hello, Sim. How are you doing?
Good, John. How are you, man?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I have questions, as per usual. I want to ask you about Last in the Riot
Yes.
record that you did with the Junk. Was there a particular incident that's inspired these particular lyrics?
Yeah, it was written kind of in response to the young Sikh boy Vijay Singh, who was attacked in Telford in November 2020. Um, I don't know if you recall what happened, or
I already know bits, but for the viewers, tell us your
yeah,
point
well,
of
it
the.
was just
Yeah.
a couple of kids, who were sort of pulling his hair and kind of beating him up and kind of yeah, just attacking him and stuff. And I suppose it really reminded me of my own experience of going to school. Really saddened me, and I'm not trying to make it about me or anything. It's not about me. It's about him and his family and his life. But yeah, really, really saddened me, and yeah, there's quite a sort of deep melancholy in that song. I think it's sort of upbeatish, but there's a melancholy in that song that yeah, it's referring to him, and the lyrics are talking about him.
Right, right. I mean, my next question was, I mean, it was about the favorite lyrics that I had in the song. You tried to grab my hair in Westbourne's skater wreck,
Yeah,
go where that trampoline chairman of the scene.
yeah.
So I wanted to know more insight about that, but I guess your first answer really covers a lot of that. Tell me about the trampoline chairman idea.
Um, well, trampoline, I suppose, was kind of like, I suppose, a Sikh who has long hair or wears a turban or whatever. It was like a trampoline. I thought was kind of like a, it was like a sort of. It made me think of like a sort of, what would you call a trampoline? Like an implement
All right.
or something. I don't know. Well, how would you? I don't know. How would you describe?
Well, I mean, I think of
Like,
people jumping up on top of the
yeah,
trampoline.
like
So,
like it's something to be proud of.
right.
You know.
Okay.
So it's quite abstract imagery, but
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I guess you got ascension, levitation, so I guess that all
yeah,
connects there.
yeah.
I mean, just taking us back to like the atmosphere, particularly in the melody, it's almost this may sound a bit pretentious. There seems to be like a hymn-like atmosphere to
Mm.
the melody that the Junk offers on the record. I mean, did he present you with the melody, or did you illustrate to him in some way how it should sound?
Um, I did a demo actually during the first lockdown, so a while ago. Um, I just started just during that first lockdown. I wrote so much, like during the period of sort of April to September time, and yeah, he wrote the melody. Yeah, he sent me the melody back. Um,
Wow.
then we moved a couple of things around, and um, then the last in the riots are kind of like my vocal kind of mashed up, sampled, resampled, kind of put through something weird, so it sounds very sort of processed.
Yeah.
But all that kind of ethereal stuff I think you're talking about, and the vocal melody, yeah, he wrote that. So.
Sure, sure. I mean, this track, it doesn't really leave the listener without some new sound or arrangement shift to grab their attention. I mean, you seamlessly made the leap from guitar-driven music to something altogether more funky. I mean, tell us more about that journey. I mean, has it always been there and you're just revealing it, or have your tastes changed over time?
I think when you come out with an album, an initial album, you know, it, and I think it's the same with all three bands I've been in. There's this there's this sense of it being quite brutal and being quite sort of a slap in the face, and quite sort of you're coming out and you're raring to go and you've got all these things to say, and it's like a yeah, it's like a sort of avalanche, like a torrent of kind of abuse or something. Do you know what I mean? But I've yeah, I never wanted Primitive Ignorant to be like, oh, this is what we do. We have big distorted bass and really distorted drums and heavily distorted vocals. It was always going to be, we've got to try this, we've got to try that. Let's do this, let's do that.
Oh,
And I just wanted, with that song, I really wanted to do. I think I've always had a habit of overloading songs. You know, too many ideas in one song, and I really like the space this song has. And really, it's just kind of one idea that goes through, like based around LeJunk's vocal. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that this is in any way overloaded. As you said, you try to, you try to kick against that. I mean,
Oh,
there's,
exactly.
there's still so much going on. Like it's definitely like a maybe like say um, I don't know, late 1999 kind of like era Nine Inch Nails. Like there's always some interesting shit going on in those records, and you've definitely got that archetype down in this.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's really, it's probably like the song that I'm most proud of actually, because we sort of managed to do something that was really melodic,
Yeah,
but still kind of cool and had loads of space in it and wasn't like, yeah. So I was really happy with how that came out, because
cool.
it was quite brave, I think. It felt like there wasn't too much to hide behind with it, you know. But
Mm.
it's always so good, you know. As I say, always working with all the vocalists, um, but with the junk, like, yeah, it's great because he can do so many different things, you know, like, and that was a different side to him, I thought as well. Like on the first record, it was a much deeper vocal. You know, this is like a higher vocal. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, hey, the video's out now. People can get the song. Where can they go to get it?
they can get it on Bandcamp. It's up on Bandcamp now. So yeah,
Awesome. Brilliant.
yeah.
Thank you once again for your time on this little mini interview. Next time we shall talk about various current events and definitely about some of the response to your last record. Sim, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, John.
No worries. Take care.
Bye.